Y'all remember that Jussie Smollett hate crime hoax he claimed that it was two white supremacists with MAGA hats in 2 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the night in Chicago. Um it was two white supremacists that attacked him and said this is MAGA country. So obviously that was all a hoax. But now the two Nigerians that he actually hired to uh help him with this hoax, like if you're gonna plan a racist attack, why would you get two Africans? Why would you get two Africans to play the white supremacists? Like this guy is an idiot. Is a complete idiot. But uh so the two Nigerians that helped him with this hoax is now coming out and talking about it finally. So we got this from Fox Nation. So let's watch this little clip right here.
They took our beautiful bench. This is where we waited for Jussie to come before we attacked him. So we got here with 10 minutes to spare, and we had to plan our escape route to survey the land. His building is actually right here, right above the stairs that we're going to attack him at. We made sure we got there at 2 a.m. sharp.
On the dot.
On the dot. We had no
2 a.m. sharp on the dot. Because of course they was paid for this. This was a job. Jussie is a despicable human being.
phones because he did not want us to bring any phones. He said, so we don't lose them. I don't know if that's really the reason, but you can deduce your own reason. So 2 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. He was not there. So we were like, damn, what do? We didn't have no way of contacting him. He had no way of contacting us. So we waited here for about, what, 4 minutes?
It was about 4
Roughly
minutes,
4 minutes.
but it felt like forever.
Because it was cold as balls. So I saw him out the corner of my eye.
Yeah, so that was like one of the coldest nights in like recorded like recent times, I think in Chicago. So again, you had to believe Jussie Smollett is going out to Subway at 2 a.m. Two white supremacists with MAGA hats is waiting for him. They attack him, put a noose around his neck, and dump bleach on him. Like all that stuff is like one out of a million chances to happen. Nobody's waiting for you to put a noose. Like, and then when the police came, he still had a noose around his neck. So the whole thing was obviously staged.
And I was like, okay, that's him. Let's go. We gotta go get this Empire fat. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Is that him?
That's that neck.
It's that Nick.
Get that neck.
Oh, he's moving fast. Come on, let's get him.
Get that neck.
Let's get him. As we crossed the street, we said hey to get his attention.
Hey, Nick.
Hey! He turned around, looked at us, and that's when we started yelling the famous slurs he wanted us to yell. Hey!
Aren't you that Empire?
Hey, Empire fat Nick. It's MAGA country.
Yeah.
And then he said, what did you say to me? And then that's when I threw the first punch at him. I held the blow because I didn't want to hurt him, of course. So I made it look real, but I held it. Then we started tussling, moving around, and then I threw him to the ground. He wanted it to look like he fought back. That was very important for him because he said, hey, don't just beat my ass, make it look like I'm fighting back and whatnot. So we did that.
Right. So and this guy is so stupid. He's such a pathetic loser. After all this happened, he's going on all these radio shows and all this stuff, crying, talking about how this gay guy fought back. I want everybody to know I fought back. And all of it was staged. He's such a piece of crap.
And then I threw him to the ground, and after I threw him to the ground, he had no bruise. I wanted it to look more real. So then I threw him to the ground. After I threw him to the ground, I used my knuckle and gave him a noogie. So I went like this. Why did I do that? To give him a scar, to give him a mark, to make it look real, like he really did get his ass beat. After I did that, I fake kicked him. I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't paying attention.
That's where I came around with the bleach, the infamous bleach in the hot sauce bottle, poured it on his shirt. Then I finally put the rope around his face. I did not put it around his neck. I just placed it on his face, and that's when we took off.
Oh, so he placed it around his neck because when the cops got there, he had the rope around his neck like it was a damn chain or something. Like he was wearing a gold chain. So the Nigerians didn't even put the noose around his neck. He did. Wow. And then when he got convicted of faking this hoax or of doing this hoax, and he's walking out of the courtroom with his fist held up talking about black power or some nonsense. Like, this guy is such a clown. Whatever the punishment would have been if this was actually white supremacists with MAGA hats, that's what he should have got. Like, he got like 100 and something days, and then he already out. He got out like way before his sentence for like his awaiting his appeal or something like that. But whatever the so-called white supremacists would have got for if this was a real hate crime, that's what Jussie Smollett should get. Because like, this was an evil hoax to try to divide the country even more for personal gain. So he should get the hate crime time plus more, plus a couple more years for trying to divide the country even further. For your that's what all these people is doing. None of this shit is real. All these people crying about racism and all this other stuff. All they're doing is lying for personal and capital gain. Need to deport these niggas. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in my next one.